Whose idea was it to come into this place? Kawa complained loudly after they'd been walking for what felt like hours. Ayaka glared at Kawa, at the girl's loud voice that felt like it had alerted everyone inside the mountain forest they were traveling in. Rushing over and raising a hand to cover Kawa's mouth, Masuyo sharply whispered, "Do you want those things to find us?" Instead of reacting with fear at Masuyo's words, Kawa glared at the guy. She fiercely shoved him away, causing the older teenager to stumble back. "Try that again and see how that goes for you." Kawa raised a fist and growled. "Why did Masuyo invite that woman with us?" Mizuki complained to Ayaka in a low voice, not wanting the older woman to hear her words. Ayaka gently shook her head. Maybe he has a thing for flashy girls. She also didn't like how the boy offered the woman to tag along with them after the base they were staying in had been overrun by the monsters. Thinking of the screams she'd heard from the others as they were being devoured, Ayaka shuddered. At the moment, it felt nice being with a group, but currently, the feeling was quickly fading away. She slowly turned her head to check out their surroundings, but all she could see was the trees with the occasional sound of animals going about their business. There was a cracking of a twig that caused Ayaka to jump in fright. The others stopped moving upon the piece of the forest being broken with a sharp noise. Even Kawa stopped her belligerent behavior, her eyes widening in alarm and fear. She took a step back as though the added distance would help. "What was that?" Kawa whimpered. Each of them waited to see a monster leap from where it was hiding, but as the seconds passed, they heard and saw nothing. Masuyo took a deep breath and slowly let out a relaxed breath. "I think it was an animal." Seeing Kawa terrified, he asked, "Are you okay?" Kawa jerkily looked at Masuyo, nodding her head, the rebellious attitude no longer present. Though Ayaka found Kawa to be annoying, she empathized with how the woman was feeling. There was a sound of silent crying. Ayaka saw Mizuki with her head down and shoulders shaking, the school uniform on Mizuki looking tattered after being worn for what felt like a lifetime ago. Ayaka moved to Mizuki and wrapped an arm around her friend. "It'll be okay." The sound was probably just an animal. Instead of saying anything, Mizuki merely nodded her head. It was clear that she was mentally exhausted. They had been walking ever since leaving the base they were staying at, barely taking breaks for sleep. Then she looked down to check herself out. Ayaka felt like she was looking at a walking corpse with how thin she'd become. Though she was never popular in school, some of the seniors would often glance in her direction. But now, it had gotten to a point where she stopped wearing a bra, having such a drastic reduction in cup size. The first time she noticed a change, it had bothered her, but at this moment, such thoughts felt childish. There were bigger things to worry about, like staying away from those things and finding food so we can live, Ayaka thought to herself. Ayaka gave a gentle squeeze of comfort to a close friend who had a similar appearance. The school uniforms they were both wearing hung on their bodies. "It's not all bad," Ayaka smiled to Mizuki. Mizuki looked to reveal tears running down her sunken cheeks. "What do you mean?" "We may never have to worry about being fat again." Ayaka grinned. The expression on Mizuki's face gave off an "are you joking right now?" vibe. But slowly, a small smile could be seen. She rolled her eyes. "I can't believe you're even joking about that. We have bigger things to worry about than not getting fat." A sigh left her mouth, having to deal with such a friend. Squeezing her friend again, Ayaka asked, "Feeling better?" Mizuki nodded, appreciatively. "You always knew how to make me feel better with your stupid comments." They were quiet as they followed after Masao and Kawa, both of them feeling a little better. Going through all the horrific events was easier knowing that they had the other to rely on. "Where do you think we'll be able to relax?" Mizuki asked, her voice sounding tired from the walking and lack of nutrition. It was only through sheer terror of the monsters that they were able to continue on their journey. Ayaka shook her head. "I have no idea. If the rest of our country is like this, then it feels like wherever we go, it'll be dangerous." Though they were currently worrying about the monsters, Ayaka knew that humans were just as dangerous in this world.